Hey folks, it's Pete here from Irish Times, and today I'm going to show you some land for sale on Koh Chang, Thailand. So if you're interested in owning your own slice of paradise on a tropical island in Thailand, then this video is for you. And I'd like to add a caveat in there. I'm not getting paid for this. The owner isn't giving me money for this. There's no finder's fee for this. I just thought it'd be interesting to show you the cost of land on Koh Chang. And if you are interested in this land and a property as well on the land, then I will leave the owner's details in the description below, his email address, so you can contact him directly. You don't have to go through me. And then after I show you the land, we're going to talk about the legalities of owning land as a foreigner in Thailand, and I'll give you some tips that I picked up after 10 years of living in the Kingdom of Thailand. So if you don't already know, folks, I am on Koh Chang Island. And Koh Chang is an island, pretty large size, one of the largest islands in Thailand. It's over towards Cambodia, and the place I'm in now is called Khlong Son. And Khlong Son is quite a local area. It's not built up by hotels, but it's only 5 minutes from Whitesands Beach, and Whitesands Beach is one of the main happening places on Koh Chang, where there are lots of hotels and restaurants and a beautiful beach. So we're really 5-10 minutes max from the beach here. So the property starts here, right here, and we've got a long driveway leading into the property. So let's take a walk in, and as you can see around me, we have just beautiful Thai countryside. You've got coconut trees, lush greenery. It's completely surrounded by nature here, very peaceful. We have a stream that runs along the other side of the property as well that I'm going to show you in a minute. But just paradise. And I know we can hear a little bit of noise there with, looks like somebody cutting a tree there, cutting some branches. But absolute lush. I mean, paradise here. Look at this. God, when I see something like this, it really it's so different from Dublin, Ireland, but beautiful. Anyway, so here's the entrance to the property. So you have a long driveway going in, and then here we go, walking into the property now. I'm just going to walk over here a little bit and show you the house. So there's the house. It's a 2-bed, traditional Thai style, up on the stilts, which I think is really nice. And over here you have, so here we have the whole property along here, right? Now I'll go through the size of the property in just a moment, but I'm just going to walk over here and show you the stream that runs along here. So there's a very peaceful, tranquil stream that comes down here. Now bear in mind, we're in rainy season, and it's been raining the last 3 days straight. So this is what 3 days straight of rain looks like. Scott, the owner, told me that it's dry as a bone in January and February, and the rest of the year it's like this nice stream running past the house. And you can see that the owner, Scott, he has built a what would you call this? Built a wall at an angle to prevent flooding. Okay, and I mean, the stream, it's very relaxing. It's very quiet for 3 days worth of rain. I mean, this is the first day we've had a blue sky since in the last 4 days. So it's been raining continuously, yeah. So all that looks perfect. I mean, look how, and it's clean as well. Look how clean it is. You cannot see any rubbish, any litter in it at all. So let's take a little walk into the property. So I'm going to try and keep this as much in real time as I can, without like really going to town on the editing, because I want to show you to you what it really looks like. You know, sometimes when you edit a video, you can make something that's crap look great. I mean, that's the magic of editing. I'm not going to do that too much with this video, because I want to show it for what it really is. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. You know, if someone's really interested in this, they want to have a good idea what they're actually going to purchase. So turn the camera around here and let's have a little walk up. Well, actually no, let's just show you the downstairs first. So you have this like a storage area here. This is where there's motorcycles and stuff like that, but I mean you could easily convert it to do some laundry here. I know Scott has some dogs here, so maybe the dogs sleep down here in the shelter. But decent size. I mean, I know people that have kitchens like this, they put in a Thai kitchen down here underneath their house. So decent size. Now let's go upstairs. Okay, so we have large outdoor balcony area, hardwood floors throughout the house on the upstairs level. You've got your kitchen area here. Okay, and let's just have a look around here from this angle. Plenty of space to put a big long table. You could have a long table or a sofa or anything, you know, a lot of space out here. And in my experience, this is where you'd spend a lot of your time in the day, you know, outside in the shade, but you're still outside. And if we just look up, you can see they have very high ceilings here. The traditional Thai style. So let's have a little walk in here. So this is the first bedroom. Nice size, quaint. You'd have a bed in here. You could easily put a TV in here on the wall. It's wired in for a TV. So let's take a walk into the master bedroom. So if you're to rent this property, the bed, the fridge and the stove are included. Now, the lighting needs some work. It is slightly dark in here, but I'm sure you could negotiate with Scott if you're going to rent it that you could get additional lighting in here. You've got a big ceiling fan. You've got aircon, very important, and you've got storage space there. You could put in a wardrobe in here, wardrobe space. And then over here, Scott has told me that these electrical cables are going to be fixed, all this stuff. He still has some stuff going on, like some guys cleaning the place up a little bit, getting it ready for tenants or if anyone wants to purchase it. So down here, we have access to the toilet. So you have access to the toilet two ways. Down here, so this is inside access or outside. I'll show you now in a second. But let's go down and have a little look at the toilet. Okay, so it's the bathroom, and instantly the temperature is a lot cooler. Feels nice and cool down here. It's all tiled. Pretty high ceilings. Oh, this is actually a shower here. So this is your shower. And you got your sink. You get your Irish man. I said that with an American accent. Don't know why I did that. And you've got your toilet here. Your throne. And again, high ceilings. You come back out here. And upstairs again here is access to the toilet from the outside. Okay, from the bedroom, the smaller bedroom we were just in. This is an outside entrance to the toilet. Okay, now Scott, the previous owner, he lives over there in that house. He told me that he built the house that that's a new build, and he built the house. So you'll have the owner as a neighbor if you're going to rent or purchase. And I'm just going to walk over and show you where the shanout is. The shanout is the title deeds. So I want to show you where that. So I've shown you the land starts at the entrance, the driveway coming in, and you have all of this area here, your land, if you buy it, of course. And then down here, from this post here. This is where the land stops, and this is where Scott owns from here onwards. So this post here, this part of the wall, this pillar here, and so a straight line all the way across. Okay, and then this is Scott's land here. Okay, and over here, so this is all yours then. Right here, from here onwards, plus the driveway. So Scott, the owner now, he's currently just looking at the shanout. He's going to tell us the square meterage of the land. But I can tell you first of all, before I do that, I'll give you the price. To buy this land, you're talking 5 million baht. Now I'm going to leave the currency in euros, Great British pounds and US dollars to convert it in there for you, okay? So $5 million or best offer. Now, okay, so or best offer, you know what I mean? So Scott has told me that there's a figure that he has in his head, and that's the figure he has in his head, if you know what I mean, okay? So there's a little bit of leeway there. And if you're to rent this land, you're talking 15,000 baht per month. And for 15,000 baht, folks, wow, all I can say is, I mean, look at the size of the land. You know, in Bangkok, you know what I was paying for rent? 22,000 baht for a condo. With like the condo was the size of this. Do you know what I mean? I was for what, 28 square meters or 30 square meters or something like that. I paid 22,000 baht, and you know, I did have a swimming pool and a gym. But what you can have it. This is your gym here. Look, you can do your exercise here. You could set up your gym underneath there, underneath the house. You can go for a swim in there. There's your swimming pool. I mean, 15,000 baht to rent. My God, perfect. For the price of it, I have to say, I am tempted. Maybe I won't post this video and I'll buy it. No, I'm kidding. Alright, let's go over and let's go talk to Scott, and then I'll want to talk about the legalities of buying a property in Thailand, because I think that's something that you need to know. Alright folks, it's the next day now. I filmed that vlog yesterday and I lost daylight, so I'm going to continue it now. So I viewed the shanout, which is the title deed, and I was able to see the markings on the land, and it all checked out. The only thing that myself and Scott couldn't figure out was the exact size of the land, because the shanout was all in Thai. But Scott assures me that it's a half a rai. So in Thailand they measure land, they call it rai. So he assures me that it's at least half a rai, and it could be slightly more than that. So half a rai is 800 square meters. Hey folks, this is news time with Pete. So the short answer to everything that I'm going to discuss here is to consult with a good lawyer before entering into any financial arrangement or business activity in Thailand, because if you go it alone, folks, you're going to find yourself in big problems, big trouble. It's not advisable. Get yourself a lawyer. So regarding Scott's land on Koh Chang, I consult a lawyer from either Bangkok or Pattaya, okay, if I were you, okay. Now let's talk about the legalities of purchasing land in Thailand. So under Thai law, foreigners are not allowed to own land in the Kingdom of Thailand. They're not allowed to have land in your name, folks. However, there are alternatives available to foreigners for successful land acquisition. One of the most common options is to set up your own Thai limited company who own the land on your behalf. So under Thai law, when you set up a company, it has to be 51% Thai owned. So the law is designed to stop you controlling the company as a foreigner. This is where a good lawyer comes in, because a good lawyer will be able to do things like use proxy shareholders and signing back voting rights to avoid fraud. So it essentially stops the land from being sold from under you. Another option is to lease the land in your name, which lasts for 30 years. The property lease can then be extended by another 30 years, but renewal is not always enforceable by law if the owner refuses. Okay, so again, the help of a good lawyer is needed to draft a carefully worded contract that can help you to get the second extension. The next and the most common and most obvious one that people know is that land can be purchased if you are legally married to a Thai citizen. However, there are a number of huge, and I'll highlight that word again, huge limitations that you need to consider. The non-Thai spouse needs to state that they have no rights on the land, essentially waiving their right to claim the property. The land has to be registered in the name of the Thai spouse, not the non-Thai. You may be asked to sign a declaration at the land department stating that funds used are the separate property of the Thai spouse. So, proving that the land is marital property can be difficult, but again, a skillfully drafted prenuptial agreement can be created to minimize risk. So there's where a good lawyer comes into play again. So those are the three ways that I know of. If you know any ways that land can be purchased by a foreigner, please by all means leave them down in the comment section so we can all learn and discuss them. And with that being said, folks, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe, share and like, and I'll see you on the next one.